So I don't know about you, but there's something I never get tired of seeing. You know what that is? Paranormal Activity. And in today's video, we're going to look over some possible poltergeist, EVPs, and other kind of ghostly things. So here's Paranormal Activity Volume 9.
Number 1.
This video is brought to us by TikTok user Scary Videos 786, and originally it's not meant to be a paranormal video, at least that's how I take it. This guy's just showing you how to cut in if you're painting around crown molding and a fireplace. However, it's after he shows us this master craft skill of his that he happens to notice a rocking chair that starts moving in the living room by itself. Now, it doesn't feel fake just because of how quick he turns the camera. Now, I will say this though, devil's advocate wise, spirits don't like when you remodel or change the way things are. They are trapped energy, and when you fuck with that, essentially it upsets them, and that's where paranormal activity starts to kind of take place. I also know that he didn't add the music himself, that the person who posted this added it for creepy effect, and it does do that ambience wise. In the same breath though, I feel like it takes away from it. I'm not sure. Personally, I think this is true paranormal activity, but I'll let you decide for yourself. Do you think this was a ghost?
I'm going to try to give you some pointers on how to cut into this mantle. So first thing, I get the excess paint off. And I use a lot of the corner on this brush when I'm doing so. Helps me get into those creases better. Not too much pressure. You really use like a lot of angles on these brushes. This is a brand new brush too. And what the heck?
Number 2.
This video is brought to us by TikTok user The Ghost Hunties, and in this video, we have a car that had rolled off a bridge, and as the police officers come upon it to do rescue, mind you that the car had crashed 9 hours prior, unfortunately. As they arrive on body cam, you can hear a woman's voice saying, "Help us please," which everyone assumed was the mother until they opened up the vehicle and found out that she was deceased upon impact. The only person alive in the car was a child. This was a grown woman's voice, so the question is, who was calling for help? Now, a lot of people think this is an EVP of the mom and her undying love is what saved her daughter, and honestly, I'd like to believe that too, because how else do you explain that? This one hits a little too close to home and it's really sad, honestly.
We're helping! We're coming!
This is the closest thing I can find to concrete evidence of the paranormal. EVPs, or electric voice phenomena, are audio recordings of spirits or ghosts. These are 3 of the most compelling EVPs I've ever heard. This first EVP was captured in an unconventional way, but it is truly some of the best evidence that I've ever seen. This is police body cam footage captured in Spanish Fork, Utah. They arrived on scene at the Spanish Fork River where a car had crashed into the river and was quickly filling with water. The accident happened at 10:30 p.m. on March 5th, and the car wasn't found until about 9 hours later at noon the next day. From inside the car, the rescuers heard a woman crying for help. But the only person alive inside of that car was an 18-month-old baby. Her mother had been dead for several hours at the time of the rescue. Here's the footage.
We're here, Beddoes. We're helping! We're coming! There, get down here and we're gonna try and flip it. We're here, Beddoes. We're helping! We're coming!
So you actually heard a voice calling out, "Help me." Do you know who that was?
You know, at first we didn't know if it was someone inside the car, if it was what that voice was. We assumed, or I assumed, that it was someone in the car saying, "Help me." That's why we responded saying, "We're trying, we're going to get inside and help you, we're doing the best we can." And that was just extra motivation and to get inside the car and figure out who was in there. It wasn't until after we flipped it that we saw the mother, who we know now was deceased at the time, and the child was in the back seat. And so it wasn't until after the early process and we got together and we all heard the same, voice.
Number 3.
This video is brought to us by TikTok user 1500 Green Bean, and although it is a creepy video, it's not guaranteed to be paranormal per se. I have looked it up. This is very much likely a dying truck battery, but if it was a new battery and the truck was still doing this and it wasn't mechanical, maybe a ghost was siphoning off its energy. But that's a really, really, really hopeful outlook on it. I've never had a vehicle do this per se, but I'm not saying it's not impossible. Either way, it was just unsettling enough I wanted to add it, so whether you think it's paranormal or not, you can let me know down below, but take a look and let me know what you think. This would be really good for like an indie horror film personally, but either way, just take a look and try not to judge the guy because yes, as he claims, he is in his underwear.
Yes, I'm in my underwear. What the hell is this? I'm scared.
Number 4.
This video is brought to us by TikTok user Mochi Mage, and in this video it would seem that one of these old arcade machines still has a little life in it, or should I say afterlife, because as you can see there's nobody there, but the steering wheel is definitely moving on its own. Although plausible maybe the game does this to kind of attract players, I doubt it. However, I could be wrong, I'm not an arcade machine expert. If this isn't some kind of automated feature in the game to attract players, I don't see any fishing lines, so I can't say for certain that this is faked. I can't give you real answers to why it's doing it. Here's what I can tell you. In my years of investigating clips like this and certain kind of scenarios such as this one, shit just doesn't usually just move on its own. So I don't have an answer for you, but I'll let you decide for yourself what's causing this. Either way, that's creepy.
Number 5.
This video is brought to us by TikTok user Alexander Herbert. And in this video we have a very strange occurrence caught on camera. There's a flame that looks like it's essentially floating through the woods on its own. Now unfortunately for us, our cameraman doesn't do a very good job of capturing it. As you can see here, we're getting just the bare minimum of it. And at this point it almost looks like it could just be somebody messing with us. But at the beginning you saw, there was nothing holding it. It just kind of moved by the frame. So I'm not entirely sure what the hell this is or what could have caused this. Maybe they're green screening something, but that shit looks like a ghost is carrying a torch. My most scientific guess, if not a ghost, then it's obviously a predator. Just kidding. That'd be terrifying though. Honestly, don't know what it is. Maybe it's something in the Appalachian woods. Maybe it's just a shitty prank video. I really don't know, but it seems paranormal in nature to me.
Hey, 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 sit, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. Subhanallah, la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
Number 6.
This video is brought to us by TikTok user Panic Soul. In this video, our users seemingly stumbled across a poltergeist that is haunting an abandoned house, and it's making it very clear here that it doesn't want company. Now, judging from the way this is shot, I can't tell if this is like some kind of maybe independent film you'd find on YouTube, or if this person's actually just a pretty good cameraman. Something to keep in mind is that this person is taunting said spirit, so that's something you should never do because, you know what they say, fuck around and find out. After taunting it, he asks a few times who it is. He hears a disembodied voice. It seems like it repeats his question, and as he heads down the stairs, it throws a knife at him, which, that's terrifying. Again, don't fuck with the dead. And unfortunately, like most clips, the music takes away from it. The question is, was it added in by the person posting it, or did the uploader add it for more tension?
Is that all you can do? You know I have the power and the protection of God with me. So you can't do anything else to me, can you? You can close doors, you can make noises, you can move the chandelier. What's that? So my camera usually shuts off. Who are you? Who are you?
Yep, and that about does it for today's cases. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, maybe click the like button, share button, subscribe button. Any of the buttons are cool. And if you don't, leave a comment. And if you don't do that, that's okay too. Just know I appreciate you, and I'll scare you in the next one.